matchups always elevate the pressure. Heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Batir. Wasting no time taking a shot. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him, so a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they will match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw it. Right down the middle. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
I think this quarterback just has to be careful with his decision-making. Yes, he's one of the most talented guys in the country, but early in this game, we're now seeing him throw the ball into double coverage. He's very lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Now facing a third and long. Looking to throw, it's Batir. He'll off one deep down the left side. Over to the sideline, and it's complete. And a big play.
Well, this guy obviously spent a lot of time in the film room this week because he is dissecting this defense early in the game in the opening drive. Great job with his eyes, great job with his rhythm, an explosive play there. This defense does not have an answer for this dude.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And the Sooners are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Sooners! A great catch and run for 6. The old Larynx is going to get a workout today with all these Boomer Sooners cascading down here in Oklahoma.
I do love that about college football, the individual chance. And when you get going early, when you get going and get this crowd going in the game, and they can be a big part of it, man, it energizes the whole team, and you hear hear what in this stadium, Reese?
Boomer!
Sooner!
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start this drive going to the air. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Man, when you go over the middle, you got to be willing to take the punishment. You're going to get hit a lot of times anyways, so you might as well catch the football. But his arms starting to look a little bit like Reese Davis when the check comes at dinner.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game. And so far, they've taken him away.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. To throw, it's Mateer. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Using his legs, it's hot. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a third and long. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the catch. It's Sategna. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Sooners line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Across the 45. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. Auburn people love to recite their creed, and I think somewhere in there, it's you should run the football well.
That's definitely a part of their blueprint. Every championship team, every great Auburn team starts with the big guys up front, paving the way, running the football, establishing that first will make the Auburn fan base proud.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The Tigers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Quick release on the RPO. Across the 25, he's got room. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Auburn lines up quickly. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll run it on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Dropping back, it's Mateer. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off, threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. So here comes the Auburn offense. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Thompson. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. A 5-yard gain there, and it's a 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. The screen, and watch out. Tripped up for the tackle. Coming off a season in which things really didn't go their way in conference play, and they'd love to get on a roll here this season.
Well, this is a team from a roster standpoint, though, that believes they're better on the field than they were a year ago. They've made some additions through high school recruiting, through the portal, and they think that's going to be the difference, David.
And now they got to put it together, right? And then this is when it really works. When you get in conference play, it gets different. The familiarity within the league of all the coaches. So this is really hard for them. But I'm interested to see what they can do and to see if they can bounce back.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Oklahoma State looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program with a case full of trophies, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that. It sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Quickly out to the tight end. And they're able to get him down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws and turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Sooners in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Snags it inside the 20. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Got his man. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Ott. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They just keep firing. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. That's caught. It's Coleman. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. The Tigers get enough for the first down.
Great job by the running back here on that third down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these third down type plays to move the sticks.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Alston. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to get him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Power football with the run. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
On third down, he drops to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the third possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical third down, forcing an incompletion.
Wants to bring it back. Smashes through the tackle. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
And the Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. The Sooners come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Quickly complete. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
But we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks.